Hey loves! In this video, I'ma show you 3 different DIY decorations which you can hang around the house. This one is inspired by the song Parachute from the TV show Austin and Ally, and it is super easy and super fun to make. First, I folded a piece of paper in half and drew a silhouette of a person hanging from a parachute like so. Then I cut it out and placed it on the back side of the glitter foam paper. I traced it out using a pen and then cut that out. I made one more of these lovers and 2 hearts. To hang these onto the balloons, I cut out 8 pieces of red string of similar lengths and tied them to 8 paper clips. I attached each of the cutouts with 2 paper clips. Then I had the joy of blowing and bursting so many balloons. I took 4 balloons and wrote the lyrics to the song Parachute on each of them with black permanent marker. Then I taped the 4 cutouts onto each of the balloons . And then I cut out 4 more strings and taped them on top of each balloon so that it's easier to hang them. And now you can literally say, "Love is in the air." You know you're in love with something when you do it so passionately and receive so much happiness by doing it. For example, dancing. And this one's especially for them dance lovers. To make this, I first folded a piece of large rectangular paper diagonally and placed a bouquet of roses in the middle. Then I wrapped and taped the paper around the rose like a cone. I cut out a long piece of wool, which will later help in hanging this decoration. I tied this on the end of a bouquet and secured it in place using a rubber band. Then I drew a silhouette of a dance couple and cut it out. And then I traced it and cut another one out from a cardstock paper. Then I placed one of the silhouettes in such a way that her hand covers the end of the bouquet. I taped the silhouette and her skirt in place. Then I glued the other silhouette over to cover the end of the bouquet. This is optional, but I decided to wrap some pink ribbon all around the dancers to add some color to it. This final DIY project is one of a kind. Whoever attempts to make this will have their own unique design. To make this, I laid down 4 white pencils in the form of a square and set them in place using superglue. Then I cut out 4 pieces of wool and tied it to each corner of the square like so. I picked up the 4 strings and tied it in a knot, and this will help in hanging the decoration. Here you can get creative and decide what you want to hang on the pencils. I cut out 20 pieces of wool of various colors and tied 5 strings on each side of the square like so. Then I tied some white string and cut out a lot of hearts out of white paper and taped 4 hearts on each of the string. And I made a total of 12 strings. You may obviously tie some string on the center of the square, like they do on the ring of dream catchers, and hang things from that string as well. Then my cousin came up with this brilliant idea of hanging this to a ceiling fan, which I totally agreed to do. I hope you enjoyed watching these DIY projects and give some of them a try. Have fun and have a lovely Valentine's Day!